Now here's the problem I'm finding. When my truck's at the right angle and water drips in through here and it hits the second seal, it's landing right here on this little plastic ledge. It follows this little piece of plastic right down here and it drips into this second channel, which is the guide for the roof itself. Channel number 1 is the water drain. It goes down to the return path, as well as this one goes down to the return path to the water drain down in this corner. The problem is any water that gets on this side drops into that hole there, that hole there, that hole there, and it drips right here on the headliner. Depending on which way the truck's leaning is where the water tracks across this hard headliner and where it's going to come out on the other side. The first place I noticed water dripping was on this, whoops, there goes the headliner, was on this bottom side right here where you see those holes. That's where the water is dripping out, coming down into there. There's never going to be a perfect seal around this one here. What I'm finding is, whoops, it's too dark. Hold on. What I'm finding is, in that corner, there's that little ledge right there, and you can see the staining where the water's been coming across the seal and dripping straight down from that corner of the window. Well, dripping down from that corner of the window lands on top of this little ledge, which shoots right down into that trough. So the cure I see is to plug these three holes. That way any water gets in that channel is going to run all the way out. I think what exaggerated the problem was, as this seal up here has worn, the water is coming in on that inside edge. You can almost see how it's lifted a little bit right where that bump is. The water's coming around the back side of the seal, dripping to this inside edge. And depending on which way the truck's leaning, which way that drop's going to come. Now I'm going to water test it again, get it all wet so you can see it when it's doing its wet spot.